is power.
I don't know if I'm okay. I don't see the light of day. Looking up to higher ground, thinking that'll be a sweet escape. These days gotta schedule the romance. They say that love is a slow dance. A short bike ride to the crib using no hands. Oh shit, it feel like I'm floating, but I'm falling with both eyes closed when I let the world spin. Testing the water, she got my nerves twisted. Back when I didn't even have a purpose, I was so eager to learn some things. Anxiety bring out the worst in me. Society paint me as enemy. My niggas making it by that remedy. I'm more occasional, don't do it regularly. Backs under my eyes, weighing down heavily. Mama been worried, the devil allegedly deep in the plan. Subconsciously wanted it since I was 10. I thought I was sharp on my scroll and my pen think it did. So mama found she to them legs. She told me that's not who I am. But nowadays I put on for the fam, see you when I can. I'm surrounded by my feelings, I'm stuck on a Ferris wheel. I bet I perish with 140 acres. She want the horse and the carriage, a porcelain portion of cabbage. I talk to the mirror, I know that life's not the fairest. I lost my can, I can't pay off the bills with the blessing. I'm sure I relate to the Reddit page. It's feeling like money is everything. Money is everything. It's everything I need.
Information.
Till I lay my eyes on you.
Tell the truth.
I don't know what this is, yeah, but it feel like it's real, baby. I don't wanna pretend, no. I just wanna come clear, wanna see you again.
I wanna see you again. I wanna see you again.
Yeah, young nigga used to think this was everything I need, right? Not so fond of change, I'm too caught up in my way of thinking I get by on me, no, I don't need nobody, yes. I was so naive, somehow I'm still all in on me, yeah. Way too many times I let the ball drop. Now I'm Steph Curry with the wrist flick, so they cold shoulders never defrost. No deal, but I pre-floss with the money tree in a deep pot. So I'm Cornell Haynes with the rundown, bitch. I'm all in the field with the cleats off. Everything that I wanted to reach, I had the tunnel vision, couldn't see far. Negative vibes that I feed off got me up and down like a seesaw. All these decoys hit the destroy. You should keep it poised, but it's ultraviolet with the power moves.
All right. Peace, everybody that's coming into the chat room. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that's coming in.
When I look into your eyes, it made me feel like I don't know what this is, yeah, but it feel like it's real, baby. I don't wanna pretend, I just wanna compare, wanna see you.
Information Man Show. The Information Man Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, peace. Welcome to the Information Man Show. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is a Father's Day weekend coming up, and I am going to be going live on Sunday to talk about Father's Day. I've got a lot of beautiful, heavy information to put on you, to lay on you about the myths about Black fathers, because we are the best fathers, and I've got the statistics, the data. I'm going to show you a study that they did a few years back that can put to the rest that Black fathers in particular are not doing their job as fathers. So that's going to be for Sunday. I'll probably go live about 1 o'clock Western time. That'll be about 3 o'clock Central time and 4 o'clock Eastern time this upcoming Sunday. Right now, what I want to do tonight is I want to survey the audience. So I'm going to be pulling your comments on the screen to get your thoughts about this issue or this. A lot of Black folks are celebrating this. What they've put forth is in terms of Juneteenth now being a official federal holiday, which means you get to have the day off. Just like 4th of July, you get to have the day off. You can barbecue, you get the whole trimmings, just like other national holidays. Okay, so I want to see how the audience, I wish I could figure out that sound, that buzzing sound that I keep getting. I got to figure out where that's coming from. But other than that, I hope you all can hear me. If you could hear me, you could hear the music, put a 1 in the chat room. You know how I am about sound. I want sound to be good, but I want you most of all to be able to hear what a brother is trying to say. So I'm gonna get your thoughts about how do you feel about Juneteenth being a national federal holiday? As you can see on my thumbnail, I put on there, are black people, are we as a people, are we addicted to symbolism? Because I noticed that black people get very happy and giddy whenever it appears like something is going our way in terms of something like a symbolism to make black people feel good. Okay, everybody can hear me. Cool. One of the things that I noticed is that Joe Biden appears to be trying to give black people what he think is tangibles, these symbolic symbolisms. He just went to Tulsa, Oklahoma 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. And instead of him giving black folks in Tulsa, Oklahoma, tangibles such as executive orders, he did another campaign again where he talked about, well, we want to make sure that black people can get into homes. And wait a minute. Tulsa, Oklahoma was a place where black people had homes, had businesses. It was ruined over the years. Not only what happened in 1921, but what happened during the 70s and on up to today. And so the government needs to be giving the people, the brothers and sisters in Tulsa, Oklahoma, reparations. So what I find interesting is that you got Joe Biden, his administration, and America likes this. You will black people out. You will out our elders, and you sort of use our elders as if they're mascots or as if they're props and things of that nature. As if they're just interchangeable. And then you give everybody this sweet little speech, and then some black people who are addicted to symbolism get all excited, clap your hands, get excited as if we've went over the damn mountaintop. We haven't gone over any mountaintop. On the one hand, Joe Biden makes Juneteenth a federal holiday. It feels good. It smells good. It looks good. Hell, it makes us feel good because we say, damn, we finally got a day that's a national holiday that black people have never had. And that does make you feel good, like you've overcome. But that's the trick. That's the tricknology, folks. That's the trick bag of it. It's meant to make you feel good without tangibles, without the very things that you really need, such as the debt that America owes us. And you know what that debt is. I always talk about that. If the reparations, America has a goddamn debt to pay and has not paid up. You see, it's great to have a holiday or a day that we can celebrate, but a day doesn't mean anything without the tangibles with it, which is the payback. Obviously, it's a day in which black people in Texas were notified very late in the game that you emancipated, Negro. Come on now, you's a free. So it was all about slavery, black people being in shackle slavery, having everything taken from us, our dignity, everything, our names, our culture, our Norways and fourways. And then all these years have passed and they make it a national holiday this week. But wait a minute, there's something missing. It's an example that black people were in shackle slavery. Therefore, what's missing, ladies and gentlemen, in the holiday is cut the damn check, just like Martin Luther King Jr. said. He said that when Europeans came over here to America, they had land grants. They gave them land and all type of set-asides. They lifted them up. They gave them welfare. Even though they tried to make the black woman the symbol of the welfare queen, the first welfare queen was the European that came over here. They gave him land grants. They gave him all these things that make them feel good, but they gave him a leg up, which allowed them to have generational wealth to this very day. We built the country before they got over here, and they gave us nothing. Here we are in 2021, and we still haven't got any tangibles, no reparations, no payments to people that are alive, like the survivors of the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre, the descendants. Ms. Fletcher didn't get anything. She said she wanted justice and she wanted payback, meaning pay us back money for the labor that this country benefited from. And why black people get excited about this new holiday, that's national holiday, something for us to be or feel proud about. Remember, they're still attacking black history. Some people call it critical race theory. I'm going to get into that this week. I'm going to do a show this week about that. Critical race theory. Come on, let's stop bullshitting around. It's black history. What's happening is that for years and years, I don't want to give away my next program, but for years and years, this country has been lying to its generations about the history of this country. They've been lying and lying for decades and generations. That's why a lot of these, I won't say it, white folks are rejecting critical race theory, because they've been lied to about history. And so therefore, now that black people are telling the true history, white folks can't handle it and can't take it. Just like that famous line by Jack Nicklaus, you can't handle the truth because you've been lied to. And you can call it critical race theory. It's black history. And check it out. Critical race theory is a legal term that's been around since the 60s and 70s. It was something that they argued in college. Legal. It's a legal term based on the institutionalized system of racism and how it works and operates to keep us on the bottom and keep them on the top. But they want to say, oh, it's teaching our kids that they're racist. And see, that's just white folks who want to keep the lies and the bullshit going about history. So while that's being attacked, and then voters' rights is being attacked as well, ladies and gentlemen, while we're getting a holiday, which is simply symbolism, they're still attacking our history by saying it's negative, it's evil, get it out of the schools. It ain't even in all the damn schools. Then they are attacking us in areas where black people live, like Atlanta, Georgia, Philadelphia, where the Republicans are putting forth all these radical bills to change the voting to try to impact black people again. So while all that bullshit is going on, they want to give us a holiday, which makes us feel good because black people are emotional, and we learn to be emotional. We learn that preachers cadence through religion and bowing our head and praying on things. And oh Lord, and you saw in this picture how they all gathered around Joe Biden like he was Jesus Christ himself. Jesus Christ himself. Now I get it. You got Clyburn, who was buck dancing for Joe Biden back in South Carolina to get him the votes that were necessary. Joe Biden is signing the document and giving each person a pen. It's symbolic. Miss Jackson on the right side, she's Congresswoman. She's clapping her hands. And I've got to say this before I go on, because I don't want to be disrespectful. This sister right here, I'm going to give her respect. This is Opal Lee. She is recognized as the grandmother of Juneteenth. She's 94 years old. She has been fighting for years. I'm going to give respect where respect is due.
Tell the truth.
She had been fighting for years to make this holiday, national holiday, possible. So, of course, she got very emotional. As you can see her right there, Juneteenth, national holiday, right? She's been trying to make it a national holiday for a long time. So I'm going to give her kudos and respect where respect is due. I've got no ill will against this sister right here. I got nothing but respect for my mama here, 94 years old. She fought to get it signed into being a law, to being a holiday. So I give her and her hard work. She did this. I didn't do it. No, none of us did it. She was involved in this. We give her the respect. We give mama the respect that she deserves. I get it. So my analysis is not against the sister who was fighting behind the scenes to make it a holiday. I understand, as you can see on this picture right here, to the left, where she's got her head down, she got very emotional when Joe Biden gave her the pen. I understand she had a right, ladies and gentlemen, to be that emotional because she had been working on this. She's 94 years old. She's been working on this all these years to get it to where it is, which you can make an argument is a damn shame because it probably should have been a national holiday a long time ago, but she fought hard. So I have to say, for her emotions, because Black people are emotional and we do believe in symbolism, we get all choked up over it. We really do. I got to give her a pass simply because she worked hard to get it into law by Joe Biden. However, it does not negate the fact that the sister not only needs Opal Lee, not only needs this to be a holiday now, or it is a holiday, but the sister needs the damn reparations. She needs the damn check. She needs to be exempt from taxes. See, all Black people in America should be exempt from all taxes. We should be exempt from all military service. Oh, y'all. Oh, I said it.
Tell the truth.
Ooh, y'all think I'm laughing about it? Hell no, I'm telling the truth. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. And y'all can put a 1 in the chat room if y'all think I'm telling the truth. We should be exempt from all taxes. We should from military service. Oh, yes. We should get free. Our kids should get free college. We should be getting free medical. The Black community is struggling when it comes to health care. Well, you can remedy that just with a flick of a pen, and Black people should be exempt. When we go to the hospital, we should get free premium care. Oh, yeah. I know other groups are not going to like it. They're going to say, hey, you're treating Black people more special. God damn it. Other people have been treated more special than we ever have in this country today. Japanese got reparations. Europeans came over here, like I said, and they got reparations and got payment when they were put in indentured servitude and went back to Europe. America gave them some money. Jewish people getting money from both America and Germany because for the Holocaust. We got Black folks that are alive today that got their land taken from them. We got Black folks that are alive today with grandfathers and grandmothers who lived through Jim Crow. And oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody listening, should I say that after we were emancipated and Black people went from emancipation right into what? Jim Crow, right? Convict leasing, policing, which was designed that we have today, which was designed to police Black people. Oh, should I say, then you had the Ku Klux Klan that gained traction because they thought that Black men were going to lust after white women. And so white men were willing to posse up and kill Black men. This is for all of you manosphere brothers out there who run after white butane, who talk about, let me get my passport and run over here to this other country, get with these women over here. Or brothers, the way to go is to get yourself a white woman. Well, white women were causing Black men to be hung from trees like strange fruit, if Billie Holiday sung. And white men were willing to posse up and kill Black men just for the thought. If they whistled at a white woman, just like Emmett Till, if they looked at a white woman wrong or anything. And then yet we got Black men on YouTube and about talking about, should we give Black women protection? Hell, white men would posse up and destroy communities if you mess with their women. That's how you got Rosewood and you got Tulsa, Oklahoma. They destroyed a whole black community just over a white woman's lie. I'm telling the truth.
Tell the truth.
And that's why I got to say, do we really have anything to celebrate when we still got a lot to deal with today? Today, not yesterday, but today. Once again, I got to say, I give her, the sister, respect. But the thing that bothers me about our black politicians, our congressional black caucus, what have you done for us lately? Clyde Byrne. Let me read. I'm going to read to you what Clyde Byrne had to say. But let me look at some of these super chats. I'm missing super chats. I'm sorry. No disrespect to anybody. We got my man.
Thank you for the
Super
chat.
Mike super chatted me to $5. Thank you, my brother. Then I got a super chat for $20 from, oh my God, K Money is in the house. Thank you, my sister, for the $20 super chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the super chat.
And I'm going to get that music going for y'all. And super chat again from my man, Super Mike. They gave me a super sticker. I love those super stickers. And then Jacqueline is in the house. She gave me $3.99. She says, Info Man, happy Juneteenth. Oh, happy Juneteenth to you. Don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not saying that black folks should not celebrate Juneteenth and we should not recognize it. No. And I'm not saying that, hey, okay, we got a holiday out of it. That means we get the day off and all those good things. That's great. What I'm simply saying that we can't let this country off the hook, because what I notice is that historically, America throws black people bones. They throw us crumbs on the table. They give us symbolism to make us feel good so that we can focus on the feel good and not the tangibles of, wait a minute now, black people were in slavery and now you're admitting it with the national holiday about it when they got from slavery. And you're admitting that, hey, they were in slavery. That's why we're giving you the holiday that they got out of slavery. Wait a minute. That means that you need to be giving us reparations, a debt that's owed to black people in this country. Everybody, if you can, share this video out right now in all your social media. If you are a content creator, please share this in your, you know what, your community tab. We need to spread this. What I'm telling you is that black people, it's nothing wrong with us being happy about it, but don't get so happy and emotional that you forget the bigger plan, which is we need reparations. They're trying to destroy our history with the critical race theory by trying to say that that's something evil. They're trying to take away our rights to vote by messing around with the voting. We still got black men being killed by police. There's a report that came out about how dangerous the New York police, the NYPD, has gotten away. Their police have done harm to thousands. They got thousands of civil cases against them where police officers were brought up under accusations and charges and didn't do no time, didn't get prosecuted. Oh, we got black men being killed, black women being harmed. We got black kids being harmed. We just had a black child be shot in the arm by one of our so-called, well, some people would say so-called people of color. The same people that they say there's anti-hate against. You know, they're saying that, well, you know, there's anti-hate towards Asian people. Asian man shoots a black child. They gave him $10,000 bail. Then they changed the bail to $100,000 after he got out. I don't hear any of the big Asian organizations coming out denouncing the man, coming out and saying, you know, if it had been a black man that shot an Asian child, as I said on my other video, you know, there would be national news and they would say, this is another example of Asian hate crime. But when it comes to black people, we're still catching hell out here. So therefore, while you barbecue, while you eat your grits, while you eat your collard greens, your black eyed peas, your macaroni and cheese, your peach cobbler, your sweet potato pie on this day every year, or while you're doing all of that, you should also think about, we're still catching hell. Wait a minute, what the hell are we really celebrating? What do we really have to celebrate when we still got people dying out here in the streets in 2021? And oh yeah, we got to stop. And oh yeah, for those of you that say, well, what about black on black crime? Yes, black people got to stop harming each other as well. But say that to white folks too, because white folks kill each other too. Matter of fact, the biggest domestic violence with guns is orchestrated by white society. Yes, we do have high homicide rates in the black community, and those black communities that have social economic issues, social problems. I want to say peace to Sonia C's, Earl Owens, who's coming to the house, my black yard, my black YN. Thank you for being here. Golden Melanin, Tiffany Jackson, who's coming to the house. We got Michael Ross. I didn't expect a lot of people to be here tonight because it's late for people all across the country, but I had to get this off my mind. I am coming back on Sunday for Father's Day show. We got Duke God, we got Thunder in the house. We got Jacqueline in the house. Brother Owens. Earl Owens is my man. We got Jamming in the house. Pam's jamming in the house. Super Mike 2164 RY. Who else is in the house? Thank you for coming over. K Money came in, and Tiffany Jackson again, and there's other people out there that's watching. And then we got Nix is in the house. Thank you, Sister Nix, for coming on over. Michael Ross, K Money, and of course there are people that are watching that are not in the chat room. AC, beautiful AC. How you doing, sister? Thank you for coming over. AC's been telling me that she's not getting my notifications. You know why? Because YouTube has a lousy notification system. A lot of people are telling me that they don't get my notifications when I go live. So that's the game that YouTube is doing to me to keep us from talking about these issues. So what I want to do, as I just said, I want to give respect to Sister Opal Lee, Sister Lee. She's an elder, 94 years old. Have to give her respect because she worked hard to make it a holiday. But once again, I got to say, we don't really need symbolism right now as we enjoy this, but we can't continue getting just symbolism. We need more tangibles. We need the reparations. We need that money infused into black communities that have been disenfranchised. Like I said, Joe Biden went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he did not give them tangibles, meaning he did not inflect direct money into the community, or was there even a reparation package designed for those living descendants and those living, like Miss Fletcher, 107 years old. A damn shame. This is a problem. This is symbolism. Now what I need to do, as I said I would do, is I need to pull some comments up on the screen. I forgot I've got this here, and I should have pulled this up a long time ago. Earl Owens said, don't need a holiday, cut the check. Okay. And then we got AC, when we get it recognized as a country holiday, then I'll be impressed. Okay. Yeah, it's a federal holiday, but it really should be a holiday across the country. You're right about that, AC. And don't get me wrong, because I know there's somebody that's going to watch this video and they're going to say, hey, Info Man hating, what is his problem? I'm not saying that it isn't a good thing that we have some type of federal holiday that has black people in mind. Although I wish it wasn't necessary because we were coming out of slavery. I wish it was for something else, but it is what it is. It's because we were in some slavery. Excuse me. And I recognize how that is symbolically important for us to recognize, because history is important for us to recognize so that we don't forget and repeat these things. But I think that black people, I'm going to say it again, we need more tangibles. We need more in programs. And Joe Biden has done a great job so far of willing out our elders as if they're mascots, getting everybody all emotionally caught up in the story of what happened. And that's true. But now, what are you going to do for the descendants of those folks that would live in Texas to this day? What are you going to do in where you had black communities that were massacred in this country? And see, this is the reason why they don't want critical race theory to be taught in school, because they want to erase the history. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, do you realize that most of the kids in the school there did not know anything about the massacre, because they weren't teaching about the massacre in Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, in the school district? And there are a lot of people who don't know about the Juneteenth because not enough of it is being taught in depthly in school. Oh, when we go to school, they teach us about Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. He was an honest man, an honest Abe. None of these politicians are honest. Oh, George Washington was a great man, even though he had slaves, and he pulled the teeth out of the mouths of his slave and put their teeth in their teeth in his mouth, because the man had no teeth. They told you he had wooden teeth. That was a lie. He put the teeth of his slaves in his mouth. Oh, they tell you, and so white folks will tell you, see, critical race theory is a bad thing because you're teaching the bad part of history, and you're talking about how the founders were slave owners and they were terrible men. Yes, they were. How can you not be a terrible person when you are a slave owner and you tortured slaves, you raped slaves? You were brutal in your treatment. So while they give us the national holiday, they still don't want our history being taught in the schools. You see the contradiction of it all, black folks, good folks listening out there. Make sure y'all share this video. Sonia C says, tell to hell with the holidays, what the sister is saying.
Tell the truth.
Let's see right here. We got golden melanin. I just went to Virgin yesterday of a young 19-year-old brother who was gunned down by another 19-year-old. I'm sorry to hear that. And like, I'm going to say it again. When it comes to black folks doing harm to each other, we got to stop it. It ain't helping us. We're doing the work of our enemy for them. We don't really need no Ku Klux Klan running around or any of that kind of stuff harming us if we're doing it for them. So I must bring that up. We got to stop it. We do got to stop it. Tiffany Jackson says they are trying to outrun their punishment. Yep, it's karmic punishment. And there we go. Another super chat. My guy, she says, oh, your guy. Okay, AC. AC, love you, girl. Thank you. And we got Purple Paisley. Everybody, I want you all to do me a favor. Go check out Purple Paisley's channel. Write her name down. Subscribe to her channel. This sister has been giving me support behind the scenes, telling people about the channel. I'm glad to see her over here. And she says, this is correct. Our history is not being taught in our schools today. Yeah, so that's the contradiction. You get a holiday, but the history is not being taught thoroughly in the schools. And what little bit is being taught, they're trying to fight against it right now. They're trying to say that, oh, it's hate speech. It's hate. Let's see who we got here. We got some chick named Star. Beautiful Star has come over. She's saying hi to AC. Thank you for coming on in. We got Latoya, Miss Latoya, if I'm saying that, Thompson, Miss Thompson is coming in the house. Thank you for coming on over. She's got hearts, golden melanin. You, much love and respect to her. Much love and respect to Miss Peace. She says, beloved family. We got Patience in the house. Peace to you, my sister. Oh, and in a couple of weeks from now, y'all ain't gonna see these goofy jacked up glasses. I'm gonna have my new glasses. I'm gonna have my contacts. I'm gonna be looking like I'm supposed to. Hell, I might even put a suit on and see if I can be high value too. Since that's all the talk on YouTube. You know, maybe I should put a suit on, tie, and play around with some candles and stuff like that. I could be high value too, folks.
Tell the truth.
No, I'm already high value. You're high value. All of us are high value because we are a child of God. You were born into this world. You made it past every other sperm when your father was making sweet love to your mama because it was meant for you to be here because God wanted you to be here. And with that alone makes you high value. You don't need money, suits, any of these types of things, lady. You don't need fancy bags and dresses. You're already high value. And think about it. When you came into the world as a baby, you came into the world with no clothes on. You came into the world in your naked body because that's the way God originally made us, because we are high value. So enough of that nonsense. All right. Now we got my man DOD who's coming. He says, just don't come here with a pink suit. Man, only way you gonna catch me with a pink suit on, DOD, is if somebody put me to sleep and tranquilize me and put the suit on without my permission. No way. No way am I gonna do something like that. We got K Money in the house. She says facts. So now this is what I need to do, because I'm not gonna drag this on all night. I'm gonna shut the stream down pretty soon, but I want everybody's opinion. And I'm not gonna, this is no pressure on anybody. How do you feel about, honestly, how do you feel about the Juneteenth holiday, federal holiday? Do you agree with, if you're happy about it, say you're happy, no problem. Because guess what? I think it is a good thing. But my point is, we need more than just symbolic holidays. That's my point. So if you like it, say you like it. If you don't, say that. If you're like me, that you do like it, but you know that there needs to be more, then say that. I just want to get your opinion, folks. And I might even drop a link in the chat room to let someone or someone's, I don't care how many, we can have 10 people on the panel. I don't care how many people come up. I'm going to drop a link and see if anybody wants to come up and give their opinion live on the program. That's for sure. And before I do that, though, let me read something that Clyde Burns said. And let me read the rest of the comments here. RY said, H said, but true. And then we got Pam's jamming. That's right, she says. And let me go back down here. Another comment. She says, bullshit, we've been celebrating more than symbolism. Bullshit, we've been celebrating it more than, yeah, we've been celebrating it even before it became a national holiday. So therefore, I mean, now it means that you get a day off from work. Some jobs will probably recognize it. Some jobs won't. The federal government will recognize it if you work for the feds. The bottom line is we need more than symbolism. I'm going to say it again. Black folks need more than symbolism. Those people are sass. All right, let me read this before I put the thumbnail in there. And let me see what Miss Thompson is saying. She says, I am with your opinion. Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with being happy about it because Black folks were already celebrating it regardless. So we shouldn't stop celebrating it if that's what we want to celebrate. If that's what we like celebrating, then keep doing it. But the problem is we need more. We need more. And Sister Opal, as I showed her picture again, Sister Opal needs more since she's the grandmother of the Juneteenth. She worked hard to get it put into law. You see her there with beautiful Black children on that picture. I think that's fantastic, by the way. This sister needs not only the holiday being national, okay, but she needs that damn check being cut in her hand right now. She needs the reparations. And she needs to be exempt, like I said, from taxes. She needs free health care, all those damn tangible things that Black people need. But this government is not willing or they don't have the type of how can I say this? They don't have the melanin in their pineal gland. God, I'm tongue tied right now. Pineal. Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about. The third eye. God, no, I'm tongue tied, ladies and gentlemen. We got that gland in the middle of our brain, what they call the third eye. They don't have enough of the melanin in there to make that gland operate, to have sympathy and empathy and all that equity type of stuff that a lot of people talk about that we need to have. And I don't think we're going to get it with the type of climate and the kind of society that we're in. And I think symbolism makes you feel good, as I said before, but this is, look at this picture. This is what ultimately happens to Black folks. In the end, we sat in a lonely room like this, when our faces looking like something ain't right. Look at these Black folks. Look at the way they look on that picture. That's a look of disappointment. That's a look of disenfranchised, out of jobs, housing, economic growth, right? Medical care. That's a disenfranchisement. That's a look of, that's the best you can do. That's a look of anger, disappointment, misunderstanding. That's a look that we're fed up and we're tired and we don't want to take it no more. We're tired of the lip service, the political lip service that we get not only from who's in the White House, but the Congressional Black Caucus. What have you done for us lately? What major laws have you passed that have, I'm not talking about what Black politicians have done, like Adam Clayton Powell, who was a real Black politician. Probably the only real Black politician we really ever had was brother Adam Clayton Powell, who was a Baptist minister right out of Harlem, New York. Other than that, and don't get me wrong, Sister Maxine Waters, she gets out there and protests. She speaks her mind. I got to give her some respect. She has spoken her mind about a few issues. Remember, she was instrumental in bringing the CIA to Southern California, South Central, and getting them to admit that they were pumping drugs into the Black community, crack cocaine. Remember that time? And then Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, not the one who sings and raps. We talking about the real Rick Ross, who was slinging all that crack cocaine in the Black community, who came out and admitted how the CIA was pumping the drugs to him. And then today, he's a big hero. He goes around speaking. And I'm going to be honest, I still don't understand how a Black man who's so deaf to his own people is able to still walk around and get interviewed by other Black people and get his hand shooken as if he's some hero. That man destroyed many of Black communities with the pumping of the drugs that he put in there by doing the work of the devil, the CIA. And so this is what you see on the screen leaves Black people in a pickle. And that's the real look of Black people in this country who are disappointed with the BS. When we got Black politicians gathering around white Jesus, Joe Biden, as if he parted the Red Seas and gave us symbolism for a day that we've already been celebrating, but now it's just a federal, national recognized day. I get it.
Information is power.
But it still doesn't change the fact that Black folks be looking like this. And y'all know I'm telling the truth.
Tell the truth.
Let me know in the chat room if I'm telling the truth. Then we got Clyburn, who was doing all that buck dancing, remember, for Joe Biden in South Carolina. This is what Clyburn had to say. This is what Clyburn had to say, folks. I'm going to read this to y'all. Let me see. Tiffany Jackson says, we must remain on their neck. Reparations and liberation is the focus. It should always be the focus. White Jesus, that's right, Earl Owens. Let me read to you what Clyburn had to say. And then we got AC, who says, Joe Biden looks like he's half dead. Yeah, every time he talks, Joe Biden looks like he's half dead. He's half alive. He looks like he's got some memory issues. The man looks like sometimes he's going to fall asleep at any moment or fall over at any moment. We got Fly C Soldier in the house saying Frank Lucas too. Yeah, Frank Lucas. who they made the movie about. He was selling drugs to his own people with the help of the government, the military pumping the drugs in Harlem, New York. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, their penis gland is pineal gland is what I was talking about. Had a tough. I got a word salad right now. We got dope action, big facts 614. Biden is bird feeding us. Yeah, he is bird feeding us. And dope action and big facts 614. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell of notification, brother. Share the video. And check out my second channel, the Information Man Speaks podcast. If one of the mods could drop the second channel in the chat room, I would be terrifically happy about you doing that. And then we got the lovely, check her channel out too. She sells beautiful, beautiful products that make a black woman look like a queen, like a beauty god, like out of this world, sensational with Thunder Beauty products. Check out Natural's channel. She sells great products. And then we got Mahogany that's coming to the house right now. Mahogany, where is Mahogany at? I thought I had her, and bam, there she is. She says, rock on. Mahogany, what's going on? Good sister. Welcome to the Information Man show tonight. I'm getting it in tonight with this subject matter. And we've got Carvin, we got Helvin, man. Can we have a critical analysis of why we don't have reparations? I'm going to do a show about that, brother. So thank you. But check this out, brother. My brother on the screen here. I need you to go into one of my playlists. I have a playlist, or somebody can drop it in the chat room where I lay out a plan for why America can pay us a reparations. I got the numbers. I got the data, as Tone always says, as Tone Talks always says. I got the numbers. I got the data. This country pays more in foreign aid and military expenses than what it would cost to pay black people $125,000 check, not one time, annually. So imagine you get paid annually, and even after you die or pass away to the third dimension, right? And you pass away from the third dimension into the fifth dimension or fourth, whichever one you are rewarded, your family will continue to get that money even after you're gone. So I broke down the numbers in that video. Check out my reparations video. You've got to check it out. It's in my playlist on my channel. You will see it in the first playlist. Check that out, my brother. But I can give you an analysis. Let me first go ahead and see what other people are writing before I read this. We got Earl Owens. I'm deep into the chat room. I can hear it already from WP saying we gave you a holiday. Yep. The mayonnaise man is going to say, hey, I gave you a holiday. The mayonnaise man going to tell you that. And you're going to say, you know what? Thank you, master. Thank you for the cornbread. Thank you for all that you do. Now, let me get to this real quick before I get to what you're saying again. This is Clyburn. Clyburn said this, and I had a problem with Clyburn. Clyburn said, Jim Clyburn says that new Juneteenth federal holiday. And let me take this off of here. You know what he looks like already. You know what the man looks like already. And let me put something back on here. Hang on for a minute, folks. Clyburn. All right, let me take this off. How did I do that? I got something wrong on here. Forgive me a minute, folks. Just give me a minute. And there we go. All right. And then here we go. Back to it again. I'm going to put that back on there like so, and bam. All right, so let me read this. Jim Clyburn says that new Juneteenth federal holiday gives him hope. I'm sorry, black people need more than hope. We've been talking hope for 400 or 500 years now. Jesse Jackson said, keep hope alive. Obama put us to sleep with the word hope, talking about hope, right? Hope, 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 hope. I'm tired of the word hope. We need action. House Democrat Jim Clyburn said on Friday that the new legislation to make Juneteenth as a federal holiday to commemorate, to recognize the end of slavery in the United States gives him hope. Hope of what? It does give me hope. This country has a very spotty history. That's true, Jim Clyburn. When it comes to race, there is so much about slavery that we have failed to come to grips with, right? Which is why they don't want critical race theory in schools, which is why they don't want to give us reparations. One of the reasons why, because they don't want to acknowledge what they did. And Juneteenth is one of those prime examples. Clyburn said on ABC, The View. President Joe Biden signed the legislation into law on Thursday. Great nation don't ignore their most powerful moments. So a great nation does not ignore their most powerful moments. So America is a great nation, and the best that they could do was to give us a national holiday for something that we already were celebrating, and then turn around and say, we're going to impact you with voting. We're going to impact you by saying we ain't going to teach your history in the school because it's evil history, so they say. And by the way, we ain't going to do nothing we're not going to sign a anti-black hate bill for how black men and black women are being shot and killed in these streets by police. We got a black kid that's being shot by an Asian man not too long ago who was able to get out on $10,000 bail not too long ago. And we talking about it gives us hope. This is what Jim Clyburn says, and this is a man that people in South Carolina, black folks, voted into office year in and year out. Man hasn't passed one single relevant legislative bill, has gotten anything passed that's in our best interest. And the best they got for us right now is the HR 40 bill, which is a nothing burger. It's just to do a damn study for something that we already know happened. There's enough data in history to know that we deserve the reparations. And you ain't even got to go into slavery. You can just go look at Jim Crow. So we got Joe Biden, who's in office. Black women voted for him 93%, black men 86%. And all we've got to show for it right now is symbolism over things that we've already been celebrating. Once again, no shade to Sister Opal Lee. She worked hard to get it put on the books. I recognize that. I respect that. There's no doubt about that being the truth. But we still need more because black people are still looking like this in the dark. Look at that picture and look at that picture well. Please. And what I want to do right now, I've gotten a few super chats. I'm going to pull the super chat music and all that good stuff up. I got a super chat from my man, Book of Alpha Romany, Dr. BOA, $50 super chat. Thank you, my dear brother. Check out his channel, brothers. If you want to get your game on, your manhood on, in terms of getting yourself together, staying on your P's and Q's, and you want a channel that's giving you real frank man talk. It ain't high values. The brother is talking real talk over there, real down to earth talk, real on the foots on the ground talk. Check out Book of Alpha Romany, Dr. BOA. Brothers, check him out. Peace to you, good brother. Thank you for the super chat, and Jackie super chatted me as well. Thank you for the super chat. But now I've got to give you the super chat celebration, music, and all the trimmings that comes along with it. And here we go.
Tell them run it off. How you wake up? Yeah. I wake up, flex, I'm down that check. No drip, just tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, I'm down that check. No drip, just tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10, rub through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turn to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady.
For everybody that's super chatting.
The last one now can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, I'm down that check. No drip, just tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, I'm down that check. No drip, just tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell them run it up. Gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Thank you for the super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that super chat again.
Thank you for the super
I really
chat.
appreciate that. Let's get back at it again. That's my man. I'm going to put that on the board there. Let's see. How can I, if I go back up here, I need to put his super chat on the board to show that respect to the brother. Thank you again. He says, salute, brother Info Man. I appreciate that, dear brother. And let me put the other sister on the board as well. Make sure I give everybody their just desserts. Definitely. RY says, I'm not feeling the symbolism. I want the check. I would be happy if it was coming with good intentions, but not to shut us up, as Michael H said. That's right. Good points. Powerful points. Golden Melanin says those people are sadistic. And now it's time for me to copy the link and drop it into the chat room for anybody who wants to come on upstairs and join me. Let's do that. If anybody wants to come upstairs and join, we can make it happen and have a conversation before we end the program tonight. That's the link. Don't be shy. Anybody can click the link, long as you coming up here to talk real talk. If you're not up here to talk real talk, then you got to go. So come on upstairs and join me. Okay, I think I see somebody that wants to join. So let me get everything set up for you to join me up here. Let me see. Which one should I pick here for you to join me? So, God, which one do I want to go with? I think I'll go with that one. Whoops. Let's see here. There we go. And then we're going to go right there. And here you go to join me. And boom, here you go, brother. Welcome. How you doing? Unmute yourself.
I'm already on mute. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. I can't hear you.
No.
All right. I can't hear you, brother. You got to turn your mic on. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. I can hear you now. Welcome. Let everybody know who you are, what's on your mind. How'd you find about the channel, or have you already been subscribed to me for some time and I just don't know it? Go ahead, brother. What do you have to say about the Juneteenth being a national holiday? Don't get me wrong. I've got a lot of respect for Sister Opal. I understand that it makes Black people feel good, but what are your thoughts?
I think it's sugarcoating bullshit so they could go ahead and make it a holiday and say they're for reparations. They are full of it. They always got to move. They always got to move in a technique to something. You know what I'm saying? And there's always something behind it. I'm just tired of these coons. I'm just tired of these motherfuckers.
Okay.
I'm tired of these people accepting everything for what they are.
Brother, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. And I know who you are. I know you have a tech program. I see you over on Rollo's show all the time. I know you. I know who you are, brother. Look, I'm with you. I agree. We gotta get away from this symbolism and the BS. But this is the thing. The truth of the matter is, black folks have been celebrating this for a long time. We didn't care whether white folks recognize it or this country recognize it. And we're going to have to keep doing what we got to do, despite whether they recognize it or not. And that's just the bottom line. We're going to have to do what we got to do. We can't get caught up in the symbolism and get all happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. We can't do it. We just can't do it. So I agree with your sentiments on that, brother. And I thank you for your comments and your thoughts.
So what gets on my nerves, we just accept everything. We just take everything and stuff instead of spit slapping these motherfuckers and let them know that we mean fucking business.
Well, I just don't think that I don't really think that black people are going to take that kind of approach. Not some of us, not some of us, and some of us are not. And like I said, that's the reason why what I put on the thumbnail, that black people have this addiction to symbolism, because we like things that make us feel good when we don't feel good about ourselves and our circumstances and the world that we live in and what has been going on historically. So therefore, we get happy, happy, joy, joy when we are thrown a few bones. And that's just the way it is. So, brother,
I don't want a bone. I want the money. I want the king crown. I want it all.
Get it? I get it, brother. Get it? I get it, brother. But I get everything you saying. I want the same thing you want. We all want that. But the problem. Go ahead, brother, and be chill with the cursing, brother. Come on now. I want you to express yourself, but not too much of the cursing, brother. We on YouTube. YouTube likes to take us down, brother. They like any excuse to take us down. But go ahead.
That's why we need our own network, so we can say what we want to say. But nobody really. We got own networks out here. Nobody takes advantage of it. And I know we have separate stuff out here.
Check this out. Check this out, brother. I've been a big supporter of Brother Youssef. I know Brother Youssef, who owns and operates Black Junction TV. I've been putting my content over there for a long time, and I pay the brother annual money for my content over there. And black people don't support Black Junction TV. See, we always talking about what we need and what we want, and when a brother has something, we don't support it. He told us a couple years ago when I interviewed him that if black people support me, I can probably get live streaming, because live streaming costs money because of the bandwidth. And because we don't support the brother, he damn near is at a point where he may have to shut that whole thing down. See, that's our problem. We talk a good game, but when it comes down to putting our mouth where our money is and support, we don't do dada. I hate to say that, but it's true. It's true. And I know
our money supports fucking drama and bullshit.
Right,
like
brother.
Right. That's what it supports. Money, right? Bullshit. Right. That's what it supports. And I'm tired of it.
All right, brother. We got another guest on. Let me see what the brother is talking about as well. Let me change this up. Boom. Change up the look. And we've got my man Wacky World, I think, is on. What's going on, brother?
Wacky World.
He's on.
What's going
on, brother? What's going on? Yeah, I can hear you good. Yeah. Glad to hear you. I want to know, what are your thoughts about the holiday? Are black people addicted to symbolism? Once again, my disclaimer, I have respect for Miss Opal Lee, who's the one who orchestrated this through the years of struggling to get it legal, to get it nationally recognized. I respect that. But black people, we get caught in symbolism a little bit too much, in my opinion. What are your thoughts?
And I would have to agree. And I've been saying that for years, that so-called black people have been so addicted to symbolism to the point of the fact that they don't focus on receiving tangibles from society, and tangibles as far as like the brother Keystone Tech. What's up, Keystone Tech?
Yo, what's up?
Keystone Tech. What's up, Keystone?
Talking about
no, wacky, my man.
Yeah,
right
I'm
on.
familiar with Keystone Tech. Yeah, but as
right
far
on.
as receiving reparations and as far as actually receiving treatment as human beings, in which I feel that even in today's society, so-called black people are not fully treated as full humans. So I think it's more important for us as so-called black people to focus on the tangibles.
Tell the truth.
Now, should Juneteenth be a national holiday? Yes, it should be. But whether or not it's a national holiday, at the end of the day, are so-called black people in America doing what it takes to improve their conditions? We have a education crisis when it comes to so-called black boys in America. We have an incarceration crisis. We have a health crisis as far as so-called black people are concerned, and we got
a murder crisis too.
Yeah.
We have a murder crisis. My city of Philadelphia is off the hook. Almost over 260 murders this year. It hasn't even the summer ain't even been in full bloom yet.
Keystone Tech, New York City have a homicide crisis and a gun violence crisis right now.
Right. I know.
And we supposed to be. That's where I'm from, New York City.
I know you know. I know you from New York. I know you from Raleigh.
Yeah. And we supposed to have the highest concentration of so-called black people amongst all major cities in the United States, and we have a crime crisis and a homicide crisis. So it's a crime crisis. So I'm more focused on these things being solved, whether or not Juneteenth being a national holiday. My thing is, what about these young black boys out here who are grown up in society going through hell? We need to put a lot of focus on solving these issues. And I think that a lot of so-called black people, we so caught up on symbolism, to the point of the fact that we often get distracted from the fact that we have a generation of black boys and black girls that are going through a lot of crisis that needs help. So
and information, man. I was just looking at Baltimore City. Baltimore City went wild homicides today and yesterday. A 59-year-old man was killed down there.
Right. I got let me just tell you something, Keystone. I was born in Baltimore. I've got family in Baltimore, East and West. And they've had this problem like that in Baltimore for God, as long as my God, as long as we got a universe, it's been going on out there. And I said this tonight. It's funny you brothers brought this up, because I did say tonight that black people, we've got to stop doing harm to one another, physical harm, and we got to stop doing emotional harm, because we're doing physical harm to each other out there in the communities, and we're also doing mental harm to each other even on YouTube. When it comes to the back and forth that some of us go through at each other, and we gotta, because we're doing the work of our enemies for them. They can sit back and laugh and pop their popcorn and say, watch these, know what's, these ends, watch these ends destroy themselves. And honey, pop the popcorn. We got one end calling the other end this, and the other end is talking about he's more high value than that end over there. Pop the popcorn, honey. This is funny.
Get a six pack for me. Pop the wine.
You got a Heineken? Yeah, we got a Heineken. Yeah, make sure you put extra mayonnaise on my sandwich, honey. God damn, these N words or something else on YouTube. Yeah, they're enjoying it, and we present the show for them. Damn near free of charge, or yes, free of charge. So
look at these niggas talking about each other, saying, "And where's Owen again?"
Right. So let me ask Wacky World, because I can tell, brother, that you you are looking for tangible solutions. When you say that we got to stop, what would be one of your solutions to solving some of our ills? I know there's some that believe that, you know what, the community is scorched earth, and nothing you can do to change, move on, black man, and create something elsewhere. I know there are those that have that philosophy, that attitude, that's their business. But what is your thoughts? What do you think we need?
Well, I believe that so-called black people, especially black males, need to be more politically active in order to help establish policies that would help benefit the black collective, but especially the black male collective, as far as fields that I just spoke about when it comes to solving the education crisis in black America, as far as further solving the incarceration crisis and the crime crisis that we see in so-called black America. That's what I believe in it. There's a lot of, see, when it comes to solutions, I believe that there is a lot of solutions that, you know, I believe that we need to, there's a lot of solutions that we need to put on the table to solve the issues that you see in black America, because the problems that you see in black America is on multiple levels, you know.
Right.
And one other issue that I believe that we need to solve is fixing the household, as far as fixing or reestablishing the black family,
right,
and also reestablishing a moral structure in black America where we can all agree to a common code of conduct. Because when you understand how other demographics of people work, how they operate on a common code of conduct, and that common code of conduct help them in order to be organized, in order for them to have tangibles. Look at what you see in Asian American communities, or in so-called Jewish communities, or in other communities. And when you look at how they live their life and look at their culture, you see that they have a common code of conduct. And that common code of conduct bring them together, and it keeps them organized. So-called black people in America need that. So, and I got a lot more solutions. See, when it comes to solutions, we could go at it all night.
Well, look, where I got to bring this up to you. This is a solution that comes to my mind, and Tiffany Jackson has it right here. Our children who attend public schools are truly on the front lines. White teachers seek to destroy their souls and spirits by reinforcing the belief of inferiority. I have to agree with that. You look at this year, how our kids have been under attack. This year in schools, we got black kids that have been under attack, that have been mistreated in the school systems and continue to be treated. And there's kids in our community that are being mistreated, that are not even on the news, that never make the news. I do think that that's the thing that we need to focus on too, is we need to be educating our kids ourselves. Now, when I look at my man Q Butter, he doesn't actually have a school, but he has an educational institution where, because he doesn't call it a school, but it's an institution where he works with the parents and he works with the kids after they get out of that schools run by the mayonnaise man. They come in his program and he gives them a more eccentric type of education that speaks to who they are and what have you. And he's having a lot of success. I'm seeing my man George Macomb with the Urban Nerds Worldwide program in Philadelphia. He's doing great things with what he's doing with kids. So I'm saying Urban Nerds, the more
Urban Nerds International. I got the search, I got everything from him. So he's pretty good at that. And he's on the front line trying to do what he has to do to make it happen. But when you try to talk, same thing with me, try to talk to these kids. They know it all. They got all the answers. They thugs and all that. But when they got to go to jail with no gun and get beat down for some fucking conversary, now they're crying to get out.
Right, brother. But there's young men out there who are looking for men. Let me finish, brother. There are young men out there that are rough around the edges. You're right, but they are at the same time looking for directions. I deal with men in the pen, ages 18, 17 on up. And most of these brothers that I talk to who are gang members, every gang you can imagine, say that one of their downfalls is that the gang became their family, and they wish they would have had listened to men in their community that were trying to help them, or they wish they had the right men in their corner to steer them in the right direction. So these are grown guys in the pen that I deal with who are looking and recognizing their mess ups, but recognizing they didn't have a certain stability. So I think that we need to bring stability to our youth. There are young brothers out there in the streets who you may say are rough behind the edges, but if you come at them the right way, the bottom line is you got to give them something. That's the missing ingredient. When you can't just tell young black people, well, don't do this and that. Wait a minute. What are you offering them? You got to give them something to replace that which they think is more tangible to them. A lot of times we got brothers out here getting these kids jobs, getting them training, changing them. So if you have nothing to give them other than, hey, stop doing this, stop doing that, they're not going to listen to you if you don't bring anything tangible. That's why a Q Butter or a George Makem, as you spoke of, when they got something to offer youth, they're going to be more inclined to listen to those brothers who also come from the streets that they come from.
I'm going to let you know something. That's the reason why I do the tech game, because a lot of people don't got their technology down. They don't know, the average consumer don't know about these phones, don't know the power that they have in their hands right now to make jobs, to make money, and become millionaires and thousandaires, no problem. And I show this and put my phones in different environments and real tests on my channel to show people what your phone is made up, if it's worth you buying or not, and different electronics, because it's very important. Most people don't think this electronic game and this tech game is very important. It's very important. And I do talk to big techers that you see on TV. And that's what an urban nerd is all about, not an urban shooter.
But let me say something too.
Go ahead, brother.
In response to what you were saying, information, man, in which our people need something tangible in order to, something tangible so they could, but at the same time, though, our people need the motivation to actually want improvement, because a lot of times what I see in Black America is that even if you have something tangible, something available for so-called Black people who are, in the so-called streets, can actually look upon to actually have to change their lives, they don't have the motivation internally to actually take advantage of certain opportunities. So that's what's also needed too. So it's more so twofold, But
I agree with you. I agree.
And whack the world. What they need
hold on, Keystone. Yeah, make that. I want him to make that.
Go right and say your point, because I just want to say something real quick.
Hold on for a minute, Keystone, to respond to what to Sister Tiffany Jackson said, in which she made some good points. She said, when talking about our children attend public schools are truly on the front lines, white teachers seek to destroy their souls, especially by reinforcing the belief in inferiority. Understand this. I hope Tiffany Jackson understands this, that you also have Black teachers that are doing the same thing to these Black students inside these inner city schools. Right. So the problem is more so systematic. It's not, when it comes to the education crisis in Black America and how Black boys are failing more than any other demographic of people in America, it's more so a systematic issue, not more so the skin color of the actual teacher. It's a systematic issue in which the actual curriculum and how the schools are run are failing our Black boys. I mean, I read somewhere in which UCLA and the state of Maryland, they did research, because if anybody didn't know, black boys are suspended more than any other demographic of students in American public schools. So UCLA and the state of Maryland did some research to see how come these Black boys are being suspended more than any other groups of people in schools. And come to find out, according to UCLA and the state of Maryland, that the reason why they get targeted a lot is because of the teacher's perceptions of Black males. It's not more so these Black male students are just causing all this trouble. Don't get me wrong. Of course, there are some black male students who are just, like you say, information male, rough around the edges. But the main reason why these teachers target these black male students is because of the perception that society have of black males. So now, if you have this negative perception in fields of public education where our children are supposed to be educated at, we got to change that perception, or we got to revamp how this education system works. And yes, I do believe in us having our own educational institutions. I do believe in that, right? But how many of us is willing to do that work? You know, how many of us willing to do what Q Bud is doing?
The truth of the matter is
that's a lot of truth right there.
Yeah,
but every time we seem to get to that pivotal point, the secret societies and the elite, they throw through crumbs and bones to these people, then they change up.
Well, let me just say this. I'm not. See, this is the thing. I can't be concerned. I can't expect the outside world to take care of our kids, because how do you expect someone who doesn't really like you to make sure they educate your kids properly? My thing that I noticed, going to what brother Wacky World of Old TV said, is that you've got a situation where when you're on a panel with brothers and you say, hey, I'll say oftentimes, are you willing to get involved in an organization that help to get your hands dirty and help young men? And then they may say, well, I don't have no time. Then I'll say, are you willing to donate money to an organ? So the thing is, you can always do something. You can donate to an organization that does the work that you don't have the time to do or that you don't want to do, and you can help out that way. Or if you're a person who wants to be hands-on. So when you say this to black folks, some black men on panels, black people in general, not all. Everybody, let me finish here, brother. Everybody gets quiet to the point that you can hear a rat pissing on cotton, because nobody wants to answer that question, because nobody really wants to do anything. Brother Wacky World of OTV, nobody really wants to do anything, even if it is giving 2 or 3. Hell, myself, I'm going to be a regular donator, because you're going to get also a tax exempt status with the Urban Nerds Worldwide program that brother George Makem had. If you give him, donate money to him, you're going to even get a tax rate off. He's got a non-profit status.
Right. Oh, my donation from my cat.
So it ain't no. So if you give the brother $2, $3, $4, $5, whatever you spend on a damn cup of coffee or whatever, you gonna get a tax write off. You get tax write off on them cup of coffees that you buy every day? Hell no.
Information, man, that's a good thing about Cassette. Because when you have listen to every donation that you give, and my donation list is very long, giving back to folks and giving to organizations that giving to brothers. And I can sew that into you in prints under my 267 Technologies joint.
Right.
You know, right? And so you write it off, and with my Note 20, I could circle everything that I did and be able to file that on top of my doing my Lyft, my Uber, my ride share stuff. I don't even do the 9-to-5 thing no more.
Bottom line is, I'm a supporter of Q Butter's channel. I mean, of his educational program, and I'm a supporter of George Makem. I'm gonna be doing videos on both their programs here on YouTube to continue to promote what they're doing. And then I do my own little thing in my community that I'm at. Whenever I'm able to get to the community that I grew up in, I do my part. And then I do my part with helping brothers that are doing programs that are not even in my locale. And then you just lead by your example. Like, for example, you know, I'm not really a kind of brother that is into the whole, let me get into an argument and go back and forth with a brother and be demonize a brother and let me dox a brother. I'm not going to talk about your family and get into personal things. I just don't. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's why I don't tend to have a reputation over here of getting into it with people. I mind my own business. I do my thing over here. Yeah, I do have an opinion about things that I see that go on that I may not agree with, but I just don't want to be in a situation where I'm battling another black man and battling a black woman. I just don't have time for it.
You know what?
I don't want to get back to the school.
Hold on, Keith. I have to admit, man, that's like my weakness. That's something I have to work on because I'm the type of person that, and I admit I'm a grown man. I have to admit that's something that I have to work on because I'm the type of person that if you come at me the wrong way, I'm gonna lash back at you, and I have to stop that. I have to stop that. But look, because I didn't come here for that, you know.
Right, but I recognize you're a grown man, and if somebody comes at you sideways, even myself, you may have to defend yourself. You may have to clap back. I totally get it. But what I do is I try to avoid it. I try to avoid the opportunity for there to be friction so that I don't have to do that. But I get it. I'm not trying to make no judgment on nobody, but I just in my own mind wish that there was a way that, especially us as Black folks, if we can move ourselves away, let other people do their arguing, let us learn from example and move forward from that if we can. It takes time. I'm not perfect. I've been on, matter of fact, you know this, brother Wacky. I've been on panels. I've been on panels when I've gone, and you know this too. I've been on panels where I've gone buck wild on people and I've lost my cool. Yes, but guess what? After the show, after it's all over, and I go back and I say, damn, I wish I wouldn't have took it there. I wish I just would have dropped off the panel before I got heated. So when I go back, the last time I was on a panel where I got all heated, I was on Bernard's channel where he had that dude that had that Ku Klux Klan flag, that, you know, the whatever, that damn Ku Klux Klan flag, flag.
Confederate.
And, yeah, he had a Confederate flag, and I was on there and made some good points. I should have left the show. Other people came on, and then I began to get into a back and forth and lose my cool with folks on there. And when I look back on it, I say, man, I should have got off the panel. I allowed myself to get out of character when I said I wasn't going to do that type of stuff. And it happens. It happens to the best of us. It happens to anybody. Nobody's perfect. And that's, but at the same time, when it happens, we all try to evaluate it and say, okay, what can I do to avoid this? But sometimes this shit is unavoidable because you got people that come at you sideways. You know how it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But brothers, because as I get ready to, I'm going to get ready to end this. I want to get some last. Now I don't like to say last words. I want to get your great words of what you have to say as we put a crescendo on tonight. And let's keep it on topic based on this whole thing about symbolism, the holiday, the direction that you hope that we as Black people can go in. Go right ahead, any one of you who would like to say.
I'm gonna go first because Wacky World has got better knowledge than me and stuff. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this too. With the schools and all that, and the teachers are beating down our kids mentally. They're trying to put that slavery back into our heads, and all that, and trying to program our kids to become new slaves. That's all. They figure they're the master. I'm the master. That's what they want the new kids to feel. That's all. They come to my kids or anything like that, I'm knocking their ass the fuck up. That's all I gotta say.
I hear you. Hey, Tech, man, don't be a stranger. It's been a minute since you've been around over here, so don't be a stranger.
I know, I have been.
I see you.
I'm gonna let you know in the beginning of me doing this, when I was on my other channel.
Yeah.
My temper and all that got the best of me. I was going after people and all that. And some of it almost turned into physical on the street, you know? Yeah. I'm going to admit that. And it had got me jammed up, and it had got me blacklisted on YouTube. So anything I say or type, they come after me and they go ahead and ban it. And I don't even say nothing bad.
Well, I just hope, you're a good brother. Just stay strong. I see you over there on Rollo's channel, you know, speaking your truth. So, brother, keep doing your thing. And I'll see you back. I'll see you back around here again. I'm going to be going live on Sunday, talking a little bit about Father's Day as well, brother.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too, because I was raised by my mom and dad.
Okay,
that's one thing I had in my family, my mom and my dad. That's one thing I can say.
Well, come on back over on Sunday. I'll be going out late at night. I'll be going at a decent time. Go check me out, brother. Wacky. Give me your strong thoughts.
Okay, well, you know, I just want to tell Black people that when it comes to symbolism, usually society will actually allow us to celebrate something that's based on symbolism in order to keep us pacified. So usually a lot of symbolism will keep us pacified. For example, a few years ago, when you had a lot of states that decided to take down Confederate statues and take down the Confederate flags. But at the same time, cops were still killing so-called black people. These are signs of symbolism to keep so-called black people pacified, to make them think that progress is actually being done, when in reality, true progress is not being done. So can't fall for the hype. Once again, like I said before, yes, Juneteenth should be a national holiday, but even if it's a national holiday, how would it solve the different types of crises that so-called black people in America face, especially the black male populace in the United States? So we need to still focus on, keep our eyes on the prize, and still focus on certain things in our backyard that we need to improve on. So don't just fall for the hype. Don't fall for the hype. Stay aware. And don't let any type of symbolism distract us by making us think that improvement has already been here when it's not. All right. So with that, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, Information Man. I appreciate you having me on your panel, and Keystone Tech. I appreciate you once again speaking with you. So y'all brothers have a great night. Peace and shalom.
All right, brother. All right, brothers. Take care. And I'll see you brothers soon. And thank you for coming on upstairs and joining me. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Keystone Tech. And that's my brother, the wacky world of Old World TV. Old World TV, Old TV. That was on with us. Let me say peace. I want to say, give some respect to some folks in the chat room. Tiffany Jackson's been dropping some jewels. Tanya, exactly. We got Black Man who came into the chat room. Peace and respect to brother Black Man. We got DOD who's been rocking with me since the very beginning that I came on tonight, along with Earl Owens and Tiffany Jackson and Purple Paisley, who came in the house. Make sure you check out her channel. And she says, happy Father's Day to all the kings. And Black Man had something that he said, show my brother some and smash love and smash that button, share. Yeah, make sure you share this video in all of your social media. If you're a content creator, put it in the community tab. Thank you. I will be back on live on Sunday at a decent time, not late at night, but a decent time during the day, to give you some jewels about Father's Day and being a black father in particular and what that means. And we got my man King Wage, who's come in the house. He's in the house. Everybody give King Wage some respect and love here. Sonia Seas has been rocking with me for a long time. She's talking about she wants to start a program as well. Give her some love. We got Keystone 291 flagship devices in the house. Tiffany Jackson. And yeah, this sister right here. We got this beautiful sister here. We got RY, King Wage. I'm kind of bad with names as always. Black Man, Earl Owens, who's been rocking with me from the beginning as well for a long time. And Peggy Roster came in. Peace and love to you. And thank you for all your support. So what I got to do now is I'm going to get ready to end the broadcast. Thank you all for coming over tonight and being a part of the show. Keystone was up here. He got a little raw with it, but hey, he spoke his mind. I get it. People are speaking their mind, and when you speak your mind, you're going to say some things that are not going to be politically correct or what people want to necessarily expect you to say. But when you say it and it's real, that's what really matters. Once again, Tiffany Jackson says, happy Father's Day. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, my dear sister. I want everybody to have a great weekend. It's hot where I live at, super hot, over 100 degrees. I want everybody to have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy your Saturday with your family, your loved ones, all the brothers that are fathers. Enjoy your time with your son, your daughter, your family. If you are a father, I'll be coming on about 1 p.m., between 1 and 1:15 on Sunday Western time. That will be 3, if I'm not mistaken, that'll be 3 o'clock Central time in 4 o'clock East Coast time. So the time zones will work out just fine. Sundays are actually a great day for me to go live around that time because I tend to get more people coming over for whatever the reasons are on Sunday around that time. I get more and more people flooding into the show. And that's a fantastic thing. And tonight I'll take the number of people that I had, considering how late it is across the country. I'll take it. It's a beautiful thing. And I appreciate everybody's love. Thank you to all the Black fathers and father figures in the chat. We respect you for all that you do. Thank you, RY. And let me go back to Tanyelle. Let's see. I still haven't found the McDonald video. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. That McDonald video that I did, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop it in the chat room for you. So give me a minute. I'm going to play a little bit of music. I'm going to find it and drop it right in the chat room for you, that McDonald video that you're talking about. So let me put a little something on for your enjoyment. And here we go. Hang on. It's on my second channel. All right.
Tell the truth.
Okay, there it is. I just put that video in the chat room, so you should be able to utilize that video now. So I put it in. That's the one I did on the second channel. That's the Information Man Speaks podcast channel. Make sure you subscribe to that channel if you have not. Black Man, what's going on? RY, what's going on? That's the video that you've been asking for about the McDonald's. What happened to that brother with McDonald's and the history of McDonald's, the whole 9 yard. Check it out. I think those of you who have never seen that video, you will get a kick out of it. It's about an hour-long video, maybe an hour and a half. I get right to the point in that video. Check it out, folks. Check it out. I want to thank everybody for coming over. Give you all a clap. I want to give you all a clap. Thank you. I appreciate everybody for coming over tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Sonia C's. Thank you, Golden Melanin. RY, thank you. Black Man, thank you. He said it's a sick beat and visual. Hey, thank you, brother. I'm gonna keep pushing the envelope. I just keep pushing the envelope, giving you different looks, different styles, and the whole 9 yard. Golden Melanin, who else? Tanya. And I think we're live on Facebook. I've got people on Facebook that have been watching tonight. Peace and love to folks that are watching live on Facebook as well. Appreciate that. Let's see, RY. Peace to you, Tiffany Jackson. I never can get the sister's name right here, but peace to you. I have you up on the board. Much love to everyone and be safe. Yeah, everybody be safe. Earl Owens, peace to you, brother. Keystone, peace to you. King Wage, everybody have a great weekend. I'll be back here Sunday afternoon. Don't miss the show. Sundays is usually the day that I usually go live quite a bit on this channel, but come on over Sunday. And I need to start going more frequent on Sunday so that you guys have a understanding that, hey, Info Man's going to go live every Sunday. That's my goal. Every Sunday, go live every Sunday to get that pattern going. That's really how you should build a channel, have that consistent pattern. So everybody keep doing your thing. Much love to you. I'm going to get ready to get out of here, everybody. Thank you and peace. And a clap again.
I don't know if I'm okay. I don't see the light of day. Looking up to higher ground, thinking that'll be your sweet escape. These days gotta schedule the romance. They say that love is a slow dance. A short bike ride to the crib using no hands. Oh shit, it feel like I'm floating, but I'm falling. My both eyes closed when I let the world spin. Testing the water, she got my nerves tense. Back when I ain't even have a purpose, I was so eager to learn some things. Anxiety bring out the worst in me.
Good night, everybody. Peace.
My niggas making it by that remedy. I'm more occasional, don't do it regularly. Backs under my eyes, weighing down heavily. Mama been worried, the devil allegedly deep in the plan. Subconsciously wanted it since I was 10. I thought I was sharp on my scroll and my pen think it did. So mama found shit at them legs. She told me that's not who I am. But nowadays I put on for the fam. See you when I can. I'm surrounded by my feelings. I'm stuck on a Ferris wheel. I bet I perish with 140 acres. She want the horse and the carriage. A porcelain and portion and cabbage. I talk to the mirror. I know that life's not the fairest. I lost my can. I can't pay off the bills with the blessing. I sure I relate to the Reddit page. It's feeling like money is everything. Money is everything. It's everything I need. Till I lay my eyes on you. I don't know what this is, yeah, but I feel like it's real, baby. I don't wanna pretend, no. I just wanna come clear, wanna see you again.
I wanna see you again. I wanna see you again.
Yeah, young nigga used to think this was everything I need, right? Not so fond of change, I'm too caught up in my way and thinking I get by with me. No, I don't need nobody else. I was so naive, so now I'm still all in on me, yeah. Way too many times I let the ball drop. Now I'm Steph Curry with the wrist flick, so they cold shoulders never defrost. No deal, but I pre-floss with the money tree in a deep pot. So I'm Cornell Haynes with the rundown. Bitch, I'm all in the field with the cleats off. Everything that I wanted to reach, I had the tunnel vision, couldn't see far. Negative vibes that I feed off got me up and down like a seesaw. All these decoys hit the destroy. You should keep it poised, but it's ultraviolet with the power moves when I deploy. For the real ones, I wanna feel something. Looking for a sign that I might be worth your time. Yeah. When I look into your eyes, it make me feel alive.
Information man, please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
I don't know what this is, yeah, but I feel like it's real, baby. I don't wanna pretend, no. I just wanna come clear, wanna see you again.
Information Man Show. Catch me on Haps TV. Catch me on Haps TV, folks. Check it out, Haps TV. Catch me over there. Catch me on Haps TV too. Information Man TV.
You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
Peace, everybody. Thank you again. Peace to you again, DOD. RY, Golden Melanin. Good night. All right. Night, everybody.